What's one unique item in your home that you think most other people probably don't have? My dad was a police officer, and one day he was called to a house where a guy had been arrested for stealing a bunch of stuff from a museum. The guy had a ton of stolen artifacts in his house, and the police had to take them all as evidence. My dad was in charge of keeping track of everything, and he noticed a small statue that looked really familiar. He couldn't figure out why it seemed so familiar, but he knew he had seen it somewhere before. After the trial was over and the guy was sent to jail, the museum didn't want the statue back. They said it wasn't worth anything and they didn't have room for it. So my dad was allowed to take it home. He put it on a shelf in our living room, and every time he looked at it, he felt like he had seen it somewhere before. Then one day, he was watching an old episode of The Twilight Zone on TV, and he saw the exact same statue in the background of a scene. He realized that he had seen the episode when he was a kid, and that's why the statue looked so familiar. So now we have a statue in our living room that was stolen from a museum, and it was also in an episode of The Twilight Zone.